Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is doing incredible and excited for the weekend. I know I am. So this video is going to be a true crime video, and I'm going to be talking about Israel Keyes, who you may not know who it is. And you're probably asking exactly that. Who was this person? Well, he was born in Cove, Utah on January 7th, 1978, and the second of 10 children born to Heidi and John Jeffrey Keyes. His mother and father didn't believe in public schools, modern medicine, or government interference. When Israel was a toddler, his family left Utah for Colville, Washington. There they lived an isolated existence in the woods, which meant that Keyes grew up without heat or electricity. And I do wonder how they survived the cold winter months without heat. I mean, yeah, they can start a fire, but fire is only going to give you so much heat, and depending on how cold it gets, it's not going to provide enough heat for you to survive. So I was curious about that. His parents were a part of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but soon left and became fundamentalist Christians and joined a white supremacist church. In the late 90s, the family moved again to Maupin, Oregon. Then it moved across the country, settling near an Amish community in Maine. Growing up, Israel Keyes broke into neighbors' homes to steal guns. He enjoyed hunting and would pursue anything with a heartbeat. He also enjoyed harming animals, which is a behavior trait linked to psychopathy. While in police custody, Keyes had even stated that since he was 14, there were things that seemed okay and normal to him, but those around him thought those same actions weren't normal or acceptable. After Keyes reached adolescence, he no longer shared his family's beliefs, and because of that, his father cut ties with him, but he remained close with his mother. In July 1998, Keyes joined the Army and was honorably discharged from the service in July 2001. He lived on the Makah reservation with the mother of his daughter, and never really had any issues with the law. He only received a DUI while in the Army, which I thought was interesting since most serial killers have run-ins with the law for petty crimes before their murder sprees. They usually have a record. So it was really interesting to see that. He didn't. As a killer, Keyes targeted victims who happened to cross his path rather than sticking to a specific profile, which was also interesting to me because serial killers tend to have a specific type they target. Some chose gays, others women with specific hair colors, race, and some had a specific age range that they targeted. Keyes, on the other hand, would wait in places like cemeteries, campgrounds, and parks. He confessed to law enforcement that there wasn't much to choose from, but there's also no witness, really. There's no one else around, end quote. Keyes also traveled to kill. In 2011, he flew to Chicago before driving to Vermont, where he murdered Bill and Lorraine Currier. He had a history of taking trips that covered a lot of ground in the United States, but he didn't limit himself to just the United States. He also visited Canada, Belize, and Mexico. While on the road, he would pay in cash, along with taking the battery out of his cell phone to lessen the chances of being tracked. Keyes' killing spree incorporated detailed planning as well. He crisscrossed the country, hid caches for murder equipment, which consisted of guns, ammunition, and chemicals for the destruction of bodies. When he wanted to kill, he would just dig up a nearby cache. Keyes also studied FBI profiles and learned about serial killers like Ted Bundy. Maureen Callahan wrote a book about Keyes called American Predator, if any of you are interested to read more about this serial killer. In the book, she noted how Keyes was fitted with a gastric band and visited a plastic surgeon while in Mexico. She believes that Keyes may have been trying to become a better killer. A lap band might have allowed him to feel less hungry, and he also may have changed his fingerprints or removed body hair to lessen the chance of leaving evidence behind at crime scenes. Israel Keyes' first victim was in Oregon between 1997 or 1998. While in prison, he mentioned that there was only 11 victims. However, only 3 of Keyes' victims have been definitively identified. Keyes was eventually caught. Before killing Samantha Koenig, he acquired her phone, ATM card, and PIN. After going on a cruise, Keyes staged a ransom demand with Koenig's dead body. Her family, in hopes that she was still alive, deposited the money into her account. Keyes withdrew the funds from Koenig's account in Alaska, then continued the transactions while traveling in New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas. He disguised his appearance, but a security camera recorded the image of his rental car in Arizona. Texas law enforcement was notified, and in March 2012, they stopped him. While searching his car, they revealed incriminating evidence, including Koenig's license. I honestly was surprised about this case because we don't really hear about serial killers anymore. Not since the 70s, where it seemed they were everywhere. 70s and 80s, I should say. I believe it's because there were so many copycats that the FBI enforced to keep serial killers out of the media. I could be wrong, but I think that's why. And I can honestly understand that. We don't need people trying to make a name for themselves in this manner. There are better ways to make a name for yourself and be remembered than killing people. It's surprising how long he's been killing and was caught in 2012, especially with the technology that we have today, revolving forensics. So I was really surprised that it took that long from the 90s, late 90s, to 2012. It was shocking for me. If you have any questions about this case, I'm going to be leaving articles related to him in the description. So if you want to know more about the serial killer. If you would like me to talk about another serial killer, or if you have a strange topic you'd like me to discuss, let me know in the comments below. I'm always open to suggestions. Thank you again so much and sticking around till the end. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to join the other things. They are phenomenal. And I hope you all enjoy your weekend. Take care and stay safe. Until next time.